Hello and welcome back to another episode of FinceptTerminal. And yeah, we are back. We are back again after months. And yeah, I have a new thing to present. The all new FinceptTerminal version 2.0. And we had made significant changes from the past version itself. And the terminal is now in the GUI mode. So firstly, we had built on the terminal itself, like the basic barebone terminal. Then we had shifted to TUI, which is terminal user interface, and now we had shifted to GUI. What that means, we are not clear. Yeah, we are not. but no, but apart from jokes, like let's start the video. And this is the page of the terminal, and it is the git repo where our terminal is hosted. Basically, all the files, all the code files you can find on this repo, and the terminal is open source. If you are a developer, you can freely contribute to the sorry, you can freely contribute to the repo, and any contributions are welcome, even the smallest one are welcome. So you would obviously go through the readme file and check all the details what we have covered. So talking about the installation, we have three ways on in which you could install the Fincept terminal. First of all is the pip. If you have Python installed in your computer, then you would simply just go to pypi and search for Fincept terminal, and then after do pip install Fincept terminal, this will install the basic latest version of the terminal in your local desktop. Don't forget to install the requirements.txt, which is basically that's the option 2 which I'm talking about. If you want the repo to be cloned locally, then you need to clone the repo from here, code, then copy, and then you can simply just open the cmd part and write git clone, and this will basically clone the repo in your own local PC, and then you can simply just do this. This will work. The third option we have is product.fincept.in, which is the official site for the terminal. Just forget about this UI. This is an old image of the terminal. If you are using Windows, then we have a build. We don't have builds for Linux and Apple at this point, Mac OS basically. So clicking on this will download an exe in your PC. So you can download this. It is of 151 MB, and simply you would just then run it from your PC itself. So these are the ways. Let's just go through the terminal itself, and yeah, this is the terminal. Yeah, I know I've done a good work, but let's start the video. So this is the terminal, and this is the dashboard. Few things which I would like to clarify at this point is there are few tabs in the terminal which aren't working as we thought. Like we have thought about connecting the global economy and lots of other things, but few things are still in the dummy, and we are still integrating different types of API, or maybe web scraping part, or maybe our own Fincept API through which user can get the data. So maybe on this dashboard which you are saying, yeah, this is a working dashboard. The prices which are fetched is in real time. The news which are shown is dummy again. Most of the things on dashboard is dummy at this point. Let's move to another tab, which is market tabs, and this is the fully functional tab at this point, and you can find several different tabs, small tabs in this. They're about forex, what are the crucial forex currency pairs, then commodities, cryptocurrencies, ETF, bonds, India stocks, mainly stocks of 3 largest economy in the world. Yeah, one of the largest. India is one of the largest, still not in top 3, but yeah, it will come in future, right? So this is the news tab. You can simply just add any type of data, any type of news website which you want in this tab, and it will extract the news from their website and show it in your terminal. So this is something which is essential for stock analysis, basically, because you need to be updated about what news are ongoing on the current ecosystem, or maybe in the current sector. So you can always just go through this and modify at your own. You can simply just do anything. What you just need to do is go to any website. Let's just do it now only. As I said, this is going to be a pretty long video, so yeah, you can simply just watch this at 2x. So let's So I've just written a website name called Hindustan Times. So this is a website, basically it is based in India, and I had copied the name of the website and simply I had just pasted here and clicked on add source. Now this will fetch all the news from Hindustan Times and it will display it in my terminal. So currently it is validating, and then after it will add the table at the last, and yeah, here is the Hindustan Times. So it will fetch all the news, like basically India plans tariff response to the US, and tariff response to the US over steel, and yeah, these are the things. You could simply add of your own choice of website, and yeah, that's the thing. Thereafter, here is a financial data tab from which you could query your own stock. Like suppose we are querying Apple for now. Okay, so to make this thing work, you need Alpha Vintage API. So currently let's paste the API key. I'm hiding the screen because of API credentials, and then after I will move it back. So yeah, just few minutes, I guess. No, few seconds. Sorry. Okay. So now I tested the credentials here. Basically, I have moved to the settings, and in settings, I had enabled the Alpha Vintage API, and I had pasted my API key. Then I clicked on save, and it does my job. Now moving back to the screener. If I click on fetch data, it will basically fetch all the data. Yeah, that's the thing. So currently this tab only supports Y Finance and Alpha Vintage API. So yeah, basically you can get all the data from here. If you want to query fundamental data, then you could simply just query fundamental data and other type of data from here. So this is watchlist tab, and from here if you can create your own watchlist. You can also add stocks which are currently in your watchlist, and obviously there are lots of options about how you could manage this, and the process is really simple at this point. Just type any ticker name. Let's suppose we have to add Apple set, so I will simply just type this Apple, then quantity, on how much quantity I have, then simply average price at which I had buy, and if I click add, and it will basically add in the Apple repo. So again, if you click on any of the ticker, it will move you to another tab which is equity research, and in this tab you will get all the data related to stock, some charting maybe, and financials, balance sheet, cash flow statement, and income statement, a candlestick chart, and how the stock has performed over past 365 day, 180 day, 90 day, and so on. Of course, you will get all these details in the equity research tab. Then we also have a Wikipedia tab. Suppose if someone wants to research on how the what are the rate C crisis. Yeah, so let me type rate C, and it will also automatically show me some few results. Based on this, I can query. Suppose I had just clicked on rate C crisis, then it will show me a list of information on rate C crisis. So people doing geopolitical research, or maybe investment research on specific sector or category, maybe let's suppose they are more heavily dependent upon the shipping or container stocks, right? So on shipping, this would make an impact. If the trade route is basically from rate C, then yeah, it will cause the impact. So to study the event, we had implemented this tab. So moving to next tab, which is Debinomics. From here you could find all the data related to economics, and firstly I just clicked on load providers, which had given me a list of providers from which I could select. Let's suppose if I select European Commission, then it will show me all the data sets which they have in European Commission. Let's say I want to query impact of nominal GDP change on gross, so it will give me all this data. Yeah, this is the data is for Austria, then Albania, Cyprus. So yeah, again, This are totally a thing which anyone could query, and simply you could just go to the dataset, click on some dataset, then click on add to chart, and this will add to your chart, and you could simply go through this, that how it is working. If you are in economics, and you might understand this data. So this is the tab for World Trade Analysis, and currently this isn't functional. This is just a dummy UI tab which I created, but in future of course this will work, and currently it doesn't work. It just stays how it is, right? Moving to another tab, which is database tab. If I go to, if you have any local database connection in your local system, then you could simply connect to that database, and at this point I have connected my Postgres database. Most of the traders mainly use some kind of time series database in their local system, so you could obviously connect to that database and query the data from your local database itself. Suppose just a second. Why this isn't working? Yeah, it should select. It should show a list of tables which are present inside my database, but currently it's not showing. Obviously the terminal is still in the build process, so yeah, that may be errors there, but till the time you see this video, most of the errors might be fixed. So yeah, this is the portfolio tab. From here you could create your own portfolios. Again, the process is really simple. You just simply go to this, create a portfolio name, anything like suppose chemical stocks, okay, and you could provide some description, list of chemical stocks, and then you could just enter the stock symbol and enter the quantity you have and the price at which you bought. After creating this, as you can see, I have a portfolio of chemical stocks. So yeah, currently it shows 00 for no reason. I don't know why. Yeah, of course, because we don't have any stock at this point. So yeah, firstly you need to select the portfolio, and then after selecting the portfolio you can add the stock from here. So now you can see we have one stock and it has been updated in this list, and it gives all the general info, manage holdings. You could remove the stock from the position, view analytics. Suppose these are the analytics, and you could also import the CSV if you already have a portfolio in your stockbroker, and if they allow you to import a export a CSV from the broker, you can simply import here and provide a name to the portfolio itself, and then it will be visible in the portfolio overview section. Then after we have a map section. This is the section where you could simply just go through all the trade data which is currently present in the world. You could explore different types of port and how the ports are working. So from one port to another port, what goods are being shipped, or how the traffic is. So this tab is also it is functional, but it has very limited data. So we are planning, we have data in the backend, but we haven't connected the data sources properly, so you might see a limited amount of data at this point if you download the terminal itself. Then if you download the terminal, then yeah, video is too long, I'm not tired of this. So then after we have chat section. So if you want to, we had implemented a chat similar to like ChatGPT. So if you type hello, then yeah, it will give a response. Unpacked, you are in rest mode, you cannot access this. If you make an account with this, then obviously you could access the chat part also. Same with the forum. You could post anything in the forum related to finance, or anything which you want to share in the forum. As I'm a guest user, I have a very limited access. I can just only view the forum tweets, maybe we could call this, and As I'm in the guest user, the access is really limited, and as as I am a guest user, the access is really limited, and I cannot tweet on this. If you have an account, you can simply tweet. Yeah, that's the thing. So then after we have announcement tab. This is really a view of how XML or maybe a RSS feed could be loaded. If you have any RSS feed of NYSE or any other stock exchange, you could simply enter here and load the feed. This will basically load all the feed data into your screen. This is really on the terminal is really customizable on your side. You could query it however you want. So yeah, this section is for OECD. So you can query any type of OECD data. Just suppose I have queried monthly nominal GDP of OECD, which is OPEC countries. Yeah, OPEC countries data. So it will give me time period and GDP value, USD millions. Yeah. So you can view on the table data, interactive charts, statistics, raw data, and we basically have all the options available. You would always export to the CSV file, and we have a list of options: Brazil, Canada, Russia, G7, G28. We have a list of things on. You could query anything from this, and this is free at this point. So this tab is again a very specific tab to Indian stocks, Indian stockbroker, which is FIRES. And if you have a FIRES account, this is basically for India, right? So if you're watching outside from India, this tab is not useful for you. So we are planning to integrate other brokers also too from the world, but we have just implemented one sample broker from India, which is FIRES. If you connect your credentials here, and then after you could stream the live tick by tick data from FIRES, and that's it. We don't provide trade functionalities from the terminal itself at present. This is the tab for geopolitical analysis, and maybe the complete tab which you are seeing at this point is dummy. Nothing is working on this tab, but soon we will be integrating different type of data sources through which you could query the real data, not just dummy data. Again, there is a tab for technical analysis. If you are really not familiar with how the technical analysis part works, then you can simply drag and drop the nodes of this and then connect the strategy to run the terminal. So yeah, you can just simply connect, and that's the part. This tab is for data.gov.india. So basically you could query all the data set which is listed on data.gov.in. Let me show you. Every country has a data portal, and they provide a API access for it. So currently we have only coded the Indian data source, which is data.gov.in, but in future we will be also integrating other countries. So yeah, you could query all the data sets of economy and maybe anything which you like. So yeah, let's come back to the terminal itself. Then after we have robo-advisor. Robo-advisor works similar to how you just need to select a country, then sector inside that, then industry inside that, and run AI analysis. This will basically pick few of the stocks and provide you a watch list of stocks that you could buy. Simply, this is not a recommendation, but we had certain type of technical and fundamentals parameters which we check before giving the actual results. So yeah, you can check that. You can check the code for the knowing further on what basis we filter out the stocks. Again, this is a profile screen. Here it will show the basic details on what account you are using, your API key, desktop ID, what account type you have, how many requests you have made. To guest user, we generally give 50 requests a day, so you can make 50 requests. So yeah, this is the profile section, and again, Here you will see your general info about the terminal, like what type of account you have, your API key, your device ID, and other things like what all you have, how much you have used the terminal. And simply guest user get 50 requests daily. So basically they can request to Fincept backend. We are also a data provider, so we provide several kinds of data in finance and economics. So if you are using Fincept API, then you have 50 requests as a guest. If you register yourself, the limit gets increased. So then after, we have settings screen where you can enable or disable data sources. You can enable for Fincept Premium, and it is available for $5 per month. You can obviously pay for $5. You are getting so much amount of data. So, yeah. Again, coming to the last tab, this is the help and support tab. If you have any feedbacks, you can message us. You can simply go to the help tab and get all the knowings of what the terminal suggests and everything. So at this point, I know video is really getting boring and we have stretched the video a lot, but yeah, I won't bore you anymore because the video is finally over. Yeah. Yeah, that was it for the terminal itself, and the video has been pretty long, 21 minutes. So yeah, this was the terminal 2.0. I hope you liked it. We are going to make a specific video on every module itself, and that won't be very long. It will be around 7 to 8 minutes, and we will wrap all the things very quickly. So yeah, that was it for the video. If you like the video, if you like my efforts, and simply like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to start the repo. And thank you. That was it from my side. Thank you.